Well, hello there, Roger. How is it going?
It's going very, very well. Better for speaking with you.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. It's so great to hear from you.
Well, likewise.
So where does our interview find you today? What's your
I'm at home. I'm at home for the first time in ages, and the last time until the holidays. So I'm actually home this week, which is like so rare. I'm really fired up.
Oh, beautiful. So you're getting
it's like a new and different experience.
It's like relearning the lay of the land there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I live here.
Beautiful. So today's just kind of like a nice chill day. Do you have anything else on the agenda besides our interview?
Well, yeah, we're rehearsing, so we've been learning a lot of new material, and we're going to do a gig at the Fillmore next week. That's for their 50th anniversary, and we're the house band, so we have a lot of material we're learning from the bands who played the Fillmore in the very early days.
Wow!
And so it's I'm learning a whole bunch of really cool old 60s skills, you know.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God. And all that, so much history at that particular venue. That is...
Oh, tell me about it. Have you ever been there?
I have not had the pleasure of going to any shows there. No, I need to get there.
It's really worth it. And there's... what I would tell you to do is, given what you do, you should call them up next time you're in San Francisco and go during the day just for a tour of it.
Yeah.
Because the thing that's really amazing is that they have put every Fillmore poster from the beginning on the walls.
Oh my God, I love it.
And I want to say it must be 1,500 posters, something like that, over 50 years.
Right, at the very least.
No, because there were long periods when the place was closed, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's materially higher than that, but I think 1,500 is about right, which is probably a shitload of posters.
Exactly.
And when you see them all up on the walls at once, trust me, it's a lot of posters. The ceilings in there must be 20 feet high, and they need to be, because actually 20 is probably too high. They're probably 15 feet high. Yeah. But the posters go way up. And if you just Google Fillmore Poster Room, which is the main room that they're in, which is all of the old posters, it's really a sight to behold.
Wow, that's awesome. And speaking of, I mean, that's really cool to know, too, because I don't know if I didn't know this or some of our allaccess.com readers knew that. They actually do the tours, so that's really good
information. I don't know if they do it for civilians.
Okay.
Because you're a journalist, I think you can ask them nicely and they'll do it.
Yes.
Otherwise, you just buy a ticket to a show and you wander around and look at it all, right?
Even better, exactly. I'll take either, but that's great to know. I'm going to definitely follow up on that next time I'm in the area. Very cool. Well, we're going to talk more about the posters as well, because you guys, especially with Moonalice, have such a...
Hey, so I'm looking on Google.
Yeah.
And there are a ton of pictures of the poster rooms. Okay.
Oh my God.
So you can see what it looks like. I mean, it's no substitute for being there.
Sure.
But they show you what it looks like, and it's really 5 feet by hundreds across.
That's awesome. So as far as we're going to dig into talking more posters and artwork and stuff like that, because you guys are so, if those that are not as familiar with you and the band, that's a big part of the beautiful artwork that you guys do with the posters. But for those that maybe are not as familiar with Moonalice and Doobie Decibel system, how did you get your start in the first place? What was the sort of catalyst for you living?
Moonalice was put together because Bone Burnett, the producer, was working with me on a project in the music industry that we spent 3 years on, and it was designed to help artists regain control of their intellectual property. Mm-hmm. And it was a really cool idea, and sadly it was shot down by a bunch of music industry insiders, and it was really too bad because a great opportunity was lost. But T-Bone was really pissed off, and he goes, "Dude, okay, I've had enough of this. We're going to show these people all the stuff you know about technology, and you're going to start a new band and do it." I'm looking at him like, "I'm going to do what?" And he goes, he said, "I'm starting a series of Americana roots music." He just done "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," which was one of the greatest selling soundtracks of all time.
Yes.
And he realized that there was a real thirst for Americana music, and he wanted to make it all. And so he did 3 albums simultaneously. He did one for Elvis Costello, one for Robert Plant and Alison Krauss called Raising Sand, and he did one for Moonalice. And the 3 of us were all in the studio more or less at the same time.
I love it.
And in the end, Raising Sand became a mega hit. And Elvis's album disappeared without a trace, and our album disappeared without a trace. But we had the extraordinary good fortune to get to record an album with Bone Burnett. Yeah. And he really, the whole notion of creating a brand new band to play original psychedelic jam music of the San Francisco style. Right? Yeah. That was what we were created to do. And his notion was, "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" was around bluegrass. Mm-hmm. Robert Plant and Alison Krauss was kind of almost a new country model.
Yeah.
And he wound up, he's done probably 8 or 10 more, right? He's done the one with the actor and
the new Basement tapes. I had the pleasure of seeing the new Basement tapes, with Elvis Costello and Marcus
Munson. My point is, you understand people's shtick, right? He has this amazing methodology for production.
Yes.
It is seriously, it's like going to graduate school in record making. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
And so we put together a band explicitly to make this album that was Moonalice. And he basically said, you need new music, a new legend, a new band with new music and a new legend. And so that's what we set out to do. And that was, we got together in 2006. We started touring in 2007. We've done approximately 100 shows a year since then.
Wow.
Mostly original. It is totally in the spirit of sort of San Francisco of the Summer of Love era. Mm-hmm. But we write our own stuff, and all of us came out of the scene, right? So our drummer, John Molo, who originally was in The Range with Bruce Hornsby, he's done 20 years now with Phil Lesh and the various Grateful Dead spin-offs.
Yeah.
And Barry Sless, our guitar player, who came up with Kingfish and the David Nelson Band, also at least 10 years with Phil Lesh. And Pete Sears, of course, was a close friend of Jerry Garcia and recorded with Jerry in the old days.
Right.
All of Jason Crosby also plays with Phil Lesh. I'm saying currently they still play with him, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, Phil's Halloween shows, they were all part of Phil's Halloween shows.
Oh, amazing.
And so we're still, and all of us, including myself, played with Bob Weir and Mickey Hart for political events. Mm-hmm. Off and on for the last 15 years.
Yeah, and it's always been organic. Hasn't it been pretty? Hasn't it been, even with the T-Bone? But it's always been pretty organic. You guys just vibing together.
It had to be organic. We put out the T-Bone album, and because Raising Sand was the rage, nobody paid any attention to us. So we had to, which wasn't T-Bone's fault. It's just people's attention spans are what they are.
Right.
And so what we chose to do. Was to focus on what I knew, which was technology. Facebook, Twitter, digital video, and posters to build the story.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly satisfying experience, right? It caused us to try a bunch of stuff nobody ever tried before.